Good evening and welcome to the Nevis Newscast. Today is Wednesday, August 31st, 2016. I'm Fredicia Liebert. A few weeks ago, the resident ambassador of the Republic of China on Taiwan to St. Kitts and Nevis, His Excellency George Chiou, presented the Ministry of Health with a check to help in the aid of acquiring vehicles for two departments in the Ministry of Health. Yesterday, Tuesday, 30th August, Ambassador Chiou spoke about the efficiency of the Nevis Island administration in acquiring the vehicles.
From today's ceremony, I can see how the efficiency of the Nevis administration you have. Because I just remember about 3 or 4 weeks ago, we just hand over the supporting funds, and today the 2 trucks, environmental protection cars, have been here, and I hope that your administration can immediately use these cars and to protect the environment of your beautiful islands.
Ambassador Chiou handed over the keys to Minister of Health, the Honorable Mark Brantley, who expressed his gratitude to the ambassador and also urged the departments to take good care of the vehicles.
Port Health and Solid Waste are on the front lines. They are the people who help us to prevent sickness and to stop us from getting sick in the first place. And this government, we have been very clear that our emphasis is on keeping our people healthy, preventing them from getting sick, because we know it's much more expensive to treat them after they're sick. So we hope through education and through investment in port health, through investment in environmental health and public health generally, that we will prevent our people from getting sick and lead to longer lives and healthier lives. And so we want to thank again our friends, our very dear friends from Taiwan. They have always been there for us. They've always been there to assist us, and we want to thank them. The vehicles are here. They're brand new. They're beautiful vehicles. I want to encourage those who will be using them to use them carefully, take good care of them, so that they can serve us for at least 10 to 15 years.
Permanent Secretary Nicola Slack-Liebert in turn handed over the keys to the Toyota pickup trucks to Manager of the Nevis Solid Waste Management Authority Andrew Hendrickson and the Medical Officer of Health Dr. Judy Nisbet. The handing over ceremony took place at the Nevis Island Administration Building's parking lot. A section of the Department of Agriculture's Abattoir Division will be temporarily closed until further notice. Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of Agriculture, Evelyn, gives the details.
We have decided that we're going to do some work on the roof of the receiving area of the abattoir, and so that work is scheduled to commence on Monday, the 5th of September. And because of that work that we will be doing there, we want to advise members of the general public, and in particular butchers and persons who normally bring animals to the abattoir to get them slaughtered, that effective now, there will be no more receiving of animals at the abattoir until further notice. So there will be no more receiving and slaughtering of animals until further notice. However, the abattoir will continue to function in terms of meat sales and so on, and so you can still get service at the abattoir. But I just want to inform members of the general public that effective immediately, there will be no more slaughtering and receiving of animals until further notice, until that work on the roof of the slaughtering area at the abattoir is completed.
Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of Agriculture, Evelyn. Director of Agriculture Keithley Amory delivered brief remarks at the Hazard Analysis Critical Control Point workshop held yesterday at the Department of Agriculture's conference room at Prospect. Amory outlined the importance of the workshop.
We have heard all over the news many times about the recalling of food products, and that the recalling of a food product can only be done if you realize that somewhere along your production system that something went wrong. And that is what the hazard analysis critical control point is about. In each step of the process in food safety, there should be a control system that will prevent, reduce, or eliminate altogether any kind of hazard. The hazard is especially something to do with your health.
He also explained the benefits of following the guidelines.
If a person or your consumer know that your establishment is following all the guidelines, all protection, that person or your customers will have confidence in your business place. They will come back time and time again to your business place because they are confident that the food that you are producing is safe for them to consume. That confidence opens up the opportunities for profit, making money. Because the persons are aware that you have implemented a very good system of control. All along your line of production, it's very important that these critical control points be put into place.
The workshop is sponsored by the Inter-American Institute for Cooperation on Agriculture, IICA, in collaboration with the Department of Agriculture. The facilitators of the workshop were Sheldon Rollins and Alfonso Clark of St. Kitts. Still to come,
as we work through this project, we will identify where the specific challenges are and, make recommendations.
The details after this break.
Welcome to Nevis.
It's easy to believe that all Caribbean islands are the same until you visit Nevis.
Nevis is the Caribbean of a bygone era.
You will enjoy a most intimate vacation on Nevis. You're only a stranger here once.
We offer exclusive and barefoot luxury stays.
With only 400 hotel rooms, our island may be exclusive.
But the warm, genuine and friendly welcome is just everywhere.
We look forward to meeting you.
Visit nevisisland.com.
Welcome back. As part of the SPS project funded by the European Union, phytosanitary consultant of Agri Sentinel Limited in the UK, David McKellar, and his partner John Lawrence, also of the UK, are visiting St. Kitts and Nevis. Lawrence outlined the purpose of the visit.
The purpose really of the project is that the agricultural health and food safety system relies on a range of different parts of government to make the system work effectively. So very often in most countries of the world you'll find the agricultural service, the health people, consumer protection people, and a range of different parts of government who together make the system work effectively to protect the interests of consumers, to protect plant and animal health. So a lot of how good that system is about how good those different agencies cooperate and collaborate. And our work is very much about identifying, first of all, how well in each country those agencies are working together, and then secondly making some suggestions about how things might work better in the future.
He also explained the main goal of the mission.
As we work through this project, we will identify where the specific challenges are and make recommendations, but more than recommendations, actually what we intend to do is create for people an action plan that people can work on and hopefully improve the arrangements.
McKellar stated that after the mission is completed, various recommendations will be made.
Every country that we visited will come back and have a one-day workshop saying, first of all, to state that what we've noted from the meetings is factually correct, and the second part of the workshop is for them to read and understand our recommendations and comment on our recommendations.
The mission in St. Kitts and Nevis is expected to be concluded on Friday, 2nd September. Here now is a public notice from the Premier's Ministry. The public is hereby reminded that the offices of the Premier's Ministry, which includes Human Resources and the Ministry of Tourism, Culture and Information, are no longer located at the Bath Hotel. These offices are now open to serve the public from the first and second floors of the Social Security Building, which is situated at Penny's Estate. The public is asked to be guided accordingly. That's it for this edition of the Nevis Newscast. On behalf of all of us here at the Department of Information, I'm Fredicia Liburd. Thank you for viewing.
This one is going out to the land of my birth, Queen City, Nevis.
Truly, one of the few places that has an untouched beauty, that has captivated the hearts of many. Nevis is everything you imagine.